Today we're going to be looking at some anagrams. These are words where the letters are jumbled up sometimes into another word, and you are going to unravel the mystery, rejumble the letters, put them in the original order and find out what the word was originally. That's what an anagram is. Anyway, thank you for coming back. I hope you are enjoying the channel. I've put a shirt and tie on today to look more teacher-esque. I had some complaints about my clothing in the last video, so today I've decided to put a shirt and tie on, and next time I might even put some trousers on as well. So here come my 10 anagrams for you to rearrange and solve the word. Find out what word has been jumbled up, and there's something of a theme, a bit topical, a bit of the zeitgeist at the moment. So here comes the first anagram, and at the moment all the parks are empty, or they should be empty. Most people's lawns are empty. There's no one in the garden, but we had a vicar on ours. The other day we had a vicar on ours. That's my first anagram. A vicar on ours. Have a think about it. What could it be? Vicar on ours. Vicar on ours. Did you get it? Vicar on ours was coronavirus. Yeah, kicking it off with coronavirus. Why not? It's the topic of the day, topic of the month. Looks to be the topic of the year. Hopefully not. Vicar on ours. You rearrange the letters, you get coronavirus. We don't get coronavirus, but that's the word. All right. You see how this works. Here comes another one. Here comes another coronavirus related anagram, and the clue is a posh list. A posh list. Now these places are going to become quite crowded over the next few weeks and months, and unfortunately those with private healthcare might be at an advantage, so you might only find space in one of these if you're on a posh list, but hopefully not. Hopefully there will be space for everyone. A posh list. What word could that be? Places that might be crowded around this time. Did you get it? Did you unravel the letters? A posh list was hospitals. Hospitals, and we must all do our bit to make sure that the hospitals aren't too overcrowded, so that the NHS can cope with what's happening at the moment. And you can do your bit by staying indoors, watching these videos on Lessons for Life. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment, tell me if you like my tie, whatever you want to say. But we must all do our bit to make sure that the hospitals don't get too overcrowded. Okay, a posh list. That was hospitals. By the way, as we're going through this, the advantage of the video is if you need a bit more time than the 30 seconds I'm giving you, you can pause the video and take as long as you like. You can ask your parents, you can ask a friend, obviously over the phone. Don't go and meet up with them if you want help with this. So do pause it if you need more time. And now it's time for our next anagram, and the clue, here it comes. Hazards tie in. I've got my tie on. Hazards tie in. And if you want to avoid any health hazards, you're going to need to buy and apply a lot of this product. That's my clue to the anagram. Hazards tie in, what could it be? Did you get it? It was something a lot of people were panic buying and shamefully reselling at an escalated price. Hand sanitizer. Yeah, well, you might need some hand sanitizer. Make sure your hands are clean. We can't clean everything, but we can have clean hands. And that is part of the battle against COVID-19. So if you've got any left, make sure you're using your hand sanitizer. Okay. Here comes my next anagram. And it says, Donna, wary, shush. Donna, wary, shush. Now I know Donna, and she can be quite a wary person sometimes. But if she gets too wary, we just have to say, Donna, shush. And this anagram relates to my previous anagram. It's some good advice that I might give you at this time because of the coronavirus, something that we should all be doing. And Donna, wary, shush, rearrange the letters. What can you get? It's a bit of advice. Okay, time's up. And the answer to that anagram was, Donna, wary, shush, wash your hands. Wash your hands. I can't emphasize it enough. And washing your hands is actually much better than using hand sanitizer. I saw an experiment done where people handled bread and then they put it on a time lapse and they saw how the bacteria grew. And the people that had used hand sanitizer had much more bacteria on their hands than people who'd washed their hands with good old-fashioned soap and water. So I can't say it strongly enough. Wash your hands. Okay. Next one. Next anagram. Looter tills. Yeah, there were a lot of people bringing this item to the tills. Hopefully none of them were looters, and they were paying for this item that people have been panic buying. Why they panic bought this, I don't know. There's many things we need in a pandemic, but a lot of people were panic buying this item. Looter tills. Rearrange it. What could that be? What was the item that people were panic buying? Time's up. Did you get it? It was toilet rolls. Yes, I'm sure we've all got more than enough toilet rolls to last us through the pandemic. And if you don't, well, you just have to be creative. Maybe you could use hand sanitizer. I don't know. Okay, here comes my next anagram. It's another word on the same theme. It's all to do with the pandemic. Sorry to bang on about the coronavirus, but there's not much else on my mind at the moment. And the clue is a files lotions. A files lotions. Now, if you work in an office or some kind of office job with lots of paperwork, you've probably got a lot of files you could be getting through. Cooped up on your own at this time, a lot of people may get through a lot of lotion as well. I don't know. The clue is A files lotions. A files lotions. Rearrange it. Did you get it? Did you get it? That was self-isolation. Self-isolation. Yes, it's very important. If you or an immediate member of your family, someone you're in close contact with, has exhibited signs or symptoms of COVID-19, you need to go into self-isolation. And if you are in self-isolation, working on your files or whatever it is you're doing, make sure you stay tuned to Lessons for Life, as we might keep you sane throughout all of this, give your brain a little bit of exercise. And don't forget to do physical exercise as well while you're in self-isolation. Okay, next one, here it comes. Robin, John, SOS. I'll give you a clue. This is a person. This is a name of someone. And Robin, they might be a little bit like Robin Hood. Maybe they're going to save the day. Maybe you regard them as a hero. Or maybe they're more of a King John. Was he the villain in Robin Hood? I think he was. SOS, save our souls. Robin, John, SOS. Who is it? Who am I thinking of? This hero, or is he a villain? Depends on your opinion. Hopefully he can save the day. Boris Johnson, good old Bojo, who's encouraging us all to wash our hands and we'll send COVID-19 packing. He can do it, hopefully, if we follow his advice. Better late than never. We can all defeat COVID-19. Good old Boris Johnson there. I slagged him off in the last video, so I've got to be nice to him in this one. Okay, next anagram, and this is something important. This might be the most important anagram we've done so far, so pay close attention. And the clue is a sadistic cloning. A sadistic cloning. I'm not sure what a sadistic cloning would look like, but this is something that we all have to do. Another one of these important practices for us all to make sure we are taking part in and encouraging others to do. A sadistic cloning. Make sure you do your sadistic cloning when you nip to the shops, when you really have to. Did you get it? It was social distancing. Even me, I'm making sure I'm 2 meters away from the camera. Got it zoomed in. I don't want to give coronavirus to my camera equipment. Social distancing, very important. Remember to do it. And if you don't know what 2 meters is, it's 1 meter, like doubled. If you can sort of imagine that. Okay, another anagram coming at you. Same topic, always the same, always the same. So think, you know, on the same sort of track. And the clue is cold, no. Or we could flip it around. Could be no, cold. No, cold. It's something we're all under at the moment. What are we all experiencing? What have the government implemented so that we can survive this pandemic? What are we under? Cold, no. Easy one. Easy peasy. It was lockdown. Yes, we're all under lockdown at the moment. Half the world's population are. It's really strange time at the minute, but it does give you that feeling that we're all in this together. So you might be in self-isolation, you might be feeling alone with your hand sanitizer, but just remember, we're all in it together, and it's through channels like this, mediums like this, that we can connect and not feel so alone while we're under lockdown. Here it comes. Here comes my final anagram for the day. Bit of a technical term, this one. And the clue is camped in. We're not camped out. We're not going camping out in a field. We're not going to Glastonbury, but we're all sort of camped in our houses during this period of time, during this emergency. What is the term for this emergency, this virus that has spread into many countries? We're all camped in during what? What do we call that spread of a virus that's gone around the world? Did you get it? Pandemic. That's right. Pandemic. Yeah, we are suffering the coronavirus pandemic, but we're taking these measures to help us survive it. And as I said, we're all in it together. So remember, social distancing. Remember to wash your hands. That might be the most important one. And if you can't wash your hands, then settle for hand sanitizer. But washing your hands is better. We need to keep the hospitals as functioning as they can be. They're going to get very overcrowded, but if we can let that happen more gradually by taking these steps, then the NHS will be able to cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. So once again, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll bring you more of these lessons to get you thinking during this time when we're all locked up and self-isolating. It can feel a bit lonely, but we're going to reach out to each other and communicate through the comments. So please continue with that. As I say, I'll be back. If you've got any advice on what I should wear tomorrow, I don't know, maybe a tin foil hat. I do wear that sometimes. Let me know. This has been Lessons for Life. Thank you for joining with me. We'll do it all again soon. We were here and we're gone. Laters.